Hey everybody, thanks for joining. I'm here with Steve. He is from Park Seed Customer Service and he gets all sorts of questions and calls and emails from customers. So I thought I'd meet with him today and find out a little bit about what's been going on, what people are seeing, and what people are doing out there, and just check in.
All right, very cool. I want to talk about like marigolds and zinnia seeds because people absolutely love those two flowers. I mean, they give such an incredible pop of color in the summer. And the nice thing is, they come up and bloom faster than most of your summer flowers. And when I say that, petunias and pentas and geraniums, you pretty much need to start in the house and you have to start like in the late winter, early spring, and it's a long process before you get them out. Well, the nice thing about marigolds and zinnias, you can just do them direct sow. Yeah, just very,
Yeah.
very easy. I mean, I know our customers love easy. So anyway, basically, it's not too late. It's getting warm. They like that. You can just go out and clean up a little area, maybe get it down to where you've worked up the soil about 1, 2, 3 inches deep, kind of loosen it up a little bit, get the weeds out so it's clean, and sow your seeds basically almost on the surface. Maybe just put an ever so slight, tiny little covering over them, or just press them down in just a little bit. So you don't need to go down very deep at all with these kinds of seeds.
Yeah,
So
those are probably my favorite flowers because they're so easy. So those are the
uh,
ones you recommend out to people too?
absolutely. I mean, I can't tell you how many people bought zinnias and marigolds this spring. I had call after call, and they sometimes will send me pictures. They're beautiful properties with a huge long
Nice.
bed of either one or both, and talk about where the neighbors the come over and say something, or the cars going down the road will slow down or stop and come up and look kind of thing.
That's so
So
great.
it is. It's amazing. That's how much they love them, and people everywhere notice. Again, they want lots of color in the summer. And
Mhm.
you think about the summer warm tropical things, and so some of these zinnias and all are in beautiful shades of pink and orange, white, red, magenta, whatever you want. It's all out there, and you get this tremendous pop of color. It's off the charts.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Those
So
yeah, those are my favorites too. I love it. And again, very easy to grow, and I always direct seed mine too. I guess I do start some of my marigolds indoors just because I like to transplant them at the same time that I put out my tomatoes. So,
sure.
but yeah, I'm still like throwing seeds out right now, even though I mean, and almost the end of June, and I'm still
Oh,
throwing out seeds and still planting.
I just have to ask you real quick, do you interplant like your marigolds and all in with your vegetables to help keep down some of the insects and the nematodes and whatever?
Yes, absolutely. Pretty much every single time I plant a tomato, I always put like a marigold and a basil next to it. Like that's
Awesome.
just my little crew right there. I always do, and I put them next to peppers and all sorts of things. But yeah, I
What?
also have a bunch of zinnias, and just it brings in so much life into my garden. So many
Oh,
butterflies and bees. Like it's just incredible.
it is. It brings all those important pollinators in, and that's something that's so important to everybody because the environment is changing, and a lot of our pollinators are having trouble. They're losing their habitat, and with the warming that we're getting with climate change, whatever. So it's really, really important to provide flowers that will give good food, nectar, whatever, to butterflies, bees, all those beautiful creatures out there, that we love. And can you even imagine this world if there were no more butterflies? I
Oh
can't even.
gosh.
I
I
still
don't
have
want
that.
I don't want to because I love butterflies so much.
I do too. I still get that feeling like I'm 5 years old when I see one. It's they're ethereal. They just when they fly up in front of you, it's just magic. So
Oh, I'm lucky that I do what I do because I literally always want to record and take pictures of them. So I just post them and share them with you guys too because I'm like, I love it. They're so pretty. I'm like, okay, I gotta post it.
you need to send them to me too. Do it for
I
your friend
will.
Steve.
Will.
And all right, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm definitely going to continue to plant zinnias, and
Okay,
I'm going to do more.
all right. Maybe a few of those stinky marigolds. No, just kidding.
I do love marigolds, and you know what? It was surprising this year. I grew a lot of marigolds, but I found a lot of like volunteer marigolds around as
Yes,
well,
yes.
just like zinnias. I'm used to zinnias doing that and reseeding themselves year after year, but this is the first time that marigolds have actually done that for me. So I'm finding all sorts of just marigolds that I didn't even plant. I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
I love it. Some people will get that to happen with vinca too, one of their annuals they use for
Oh,
bedding
nice.
plants, and the
Yes.
next year it
Oh,
comes back up. And the crazy thing, I guess, because it reverts to one of the parents it was crossed with, it comes back even stronger. When they come back volunteer, they're so much tougher than even the first plants that you put in. They get that extra
oh, well,
original.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm gonna have really strong marigolds now. Awesome.
You
Well,
think
thank
we
you
should
so
let
much
these people?
yeah, thank you so much for meeting with us and telling us a little bit about what's been going on over there.
Anytime, anytime. I'm here all the time, basically. So you can come get me one way or the other.
Well, great. Well, thank you all, and I'm sure we'll be chatting again soon.